All right, all right. Good morning. Good morning, London. Let me fix my connection real quickly. All right, so my connection is better now. That's great. Okay, cool. So hope you guys had an amazing New York session yesterday. What we're gonna do in this coming hour, gonna break down this trade, the YM trades from yesterday's AM stream, going over why I took it, what the confluences are, and then we're going to the market. There's nice things going on, and it's Tuesday London. Tuesday London is a very nice session to trade, just like Thursday London. What we're gonna do on Thursday as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So for YM, we are at the 4 hour. Everything happens on the higher time frame. So if you are executing on a 5 minute, should be a higher time frame narrative support this idea. If we go back to earlier this month, last Wednesday, we took liquidity up here. And there's a name for this. It's going to be liquidity sweep. You can call it a purge. You can call it a turtle soup. It's basically the same thing. Different name, same beast. So there's a turtle here. Then we displaced big time on Thursday last week. And on Friday, we had the NFP candle. The candle rebalanced into this 4 hour SIBI after we broke structure. And then we sold off again on Friday. Then yesterday, with a very clear point of interest, marked out during the weekly outlook and traded on stream. Right here, target Tuesday low, and this green area is a volume imbalance. So we traded into it, had a big wick up here. I took it around 9:30-ish, 10-ish. I was not in this wick. Then after that, in the 4 hours that followed, it went to TP. And if you look at the lower time frame, I think that's even a clearer image. Let me remove this. So this is the 4 hour SIBI. Right here. Then with a value gap here, we traded into it, also in the order block here, and then we placed again, giving a value gap. And here's where things become tricky, because here is your mental game. It's very important. So let's say your target was the Tuesday low, the dotted line here. You had a massive displacement here, 1040. So you're like, hey, we are good. Like let me go to this candle. Like on this, let's say on this candle around 11-ish, you're like, hey, trading is the easiest thing in the world. I'm gonna be billionaire next week. Let's do it. But then what happens is the real side of trading. And that is just a move in a complete opposite direction with your liquidity. Right here. And here you're like, oh well, it's probably not gonna happen. You take off the trade. We are here. So all your profits, let's say you took it here, all your profits gone, back to the entry. Here's where most traders take off their trade. You're trained, or in training, you want to train your muscles, you don't touch your trade. So get rewarded for that. And TP was at the end of the day. Market close. Now we are in that weekly volume balance right here. It all start on the 4 hour. and then you go from there. Let me know in the chat if there's any questions about this. So I took a trade in the 4-hour SIBI. TP was here for 1 to 3. There we go. So now let's take a look at today's price action. Let's start with DXY. DXY is consolidating in this range. So I don't have much to say for the USD pairs. Well, why is it consolidating? Probably because we have CPI coming up tomorrow. So I'm leaving the dollar pairs for what they are right now. So the Euro dollar, GU, AUD, I'm just leaving them. I think we can still go lower for DXY, so higher USD pairs, but for this session, no. I'm gonna leave them. Then for the indices, we already went over YM, and indices in general move quite similar. If you look at this 1-hour structure, record 1, record 2, we're setting off. We have a 4-hour SIBI created. If we trade into that today, maybe already in London. Nasdaq London session is a little different. You see highs being formed around 4-ish. So where you see Forex most of the time make their high between like 230 and 330. Like Nasdaq, based on my data, you see that a high being or low being made around 330, 430, so a little later in the session. So if this happens in the session, we have an up move with this around 4-ish, then I'm willing to take a trade, short trade on the 4-hour SIBI. Low-hanging fruit, volume balance, daily busy as well. Like there's lots to rebalance. So I have a little short buy just like yesterday on the indices. And yesterday's price actually confirmed that. Yes, balanced price range on Nasdaq. Yes, you this overlap bar between inverse fair value gap and a fair value gap. There we go. Yes. So from the what is it like the 21,530s, I am gonna look for short entries. And the cool part is if that's your game plan, you can just wait. If you're not gonna watch the chart all day, which I don't recommend you do, then alert. Draw line and set a alerts. Already went over EU. I'm neutral on the USD crosses for the session, so I'm not going to look at them too much. That has to do with the higher time from DXY. Consolidating since, well, actually the whole month, actually. We are in an interesting range between this daily SIBI and this daily BISI. And what you will see this most likely at the start of the month. Remember, let's say you are bearish for this month. That's an open, high, low close. So you see the start of the month could be consolidating. And CPI and NFP in general are the movers, like the start of volatility injections. For now, we didn't have that. Like Friday tapped here and came back into the range. So then I'm just waiting for CPI to give some movement. So you're asking about one of the majors. That's going to be my bias for the rest of the session. It's not going to change. If you're trading the UC pairs, I will be looking at them again at New York session. Yes, similar buys. Short buys from a 4-hour SIBI. A little weaker, yes. I like the structure. So we took liquidity, broke structure right here. The only thing, what I should See, it's like this wick. So we had a down movement, back into the range, and down moved again. This is a concept. I think it's what the MMXM trader teaches. It's a rebalance delivered something. So what happens if you see these price actions? So you see a price trade lower, then higher, then lower again. This is in general already balanced. So price doesn't need to come back there. I haven't backtested this enough. I know about the concept. So if we just like do this for today, I will miss the move, but it's because of this piece of price action right here, similar on Nasdaq. I will make a video on it in the 2025 mentorship probably. That's launching very soon here on the channel. So if you want to like ask in-depth questions about that, I honestly have not studied this concept enough. And the reason I haven't studied any concept, or not all concept, is I have my model, I make money with the model, so there is no need for me to add fluff to my model. Then the German 40, what we have here. So also big sell-off. So let me do a chart. See, we had a little breakaway gap right here. If we have a big up move today, that could be going towards there. My eyes are going to this like up here as maybe low high of the day. We are moving right now, which is pretty nice. So we could look at this in a session. I see in a 4-hour. Our breaker here. Daily. Yeah, this shouldn't be ignored. Daily busy. But a Asia. This could be an Asia expansion profile. So what I will do for the DEX in this session, I like the 1-hour structure. I'm not gonna fade that we are in a daily bullish value gap. Not too aggressive with shorts, but I'm gonna hunt for this. I like how we stopped here. Good morning, Admiral Kiko. What do you think about shorts on German 40? Oh yeah, I think I just answered this question. I like the idea. Structure turned bearish short term, but keep in mind there's a daily bullish fair value gap countering this trade idea. So that is where I'm just being more patient. So it could be a very easy trade today. So let's see. So this is the 1-hour. This is the 1-hour level, 5-minute structure. Let's see what happens. Time is aligning. We are approaching 3 a.m. Yeah, what could be best, especially if we anticipate yesterday London to be the high of the week, or a local high, let's say, you can take a bigger position. Let me see what a potential target could be. I think it's difficult to give a target when there's such a big expansion. You could, of course, just draw the basic premium and discount, swing high to swing low. So I would say then we could go here, but we're not going to drop 500 points in one day, probably. So then I will go one time lower. I would say this 4-hour busy. This looks like the most likely target, 19,800-ish. In discount, overlapping daily and 4-hour value gap. If we are going to swing this to the downside. And we don't know this yet. There's no sell structure confirmed. We just had just one candle. But the cool part is, and Kiko, you can see this in the sniper model, the daily buy sniper model. If today creates the swing low, sorry, if today creates a swing high, then tomorrow we have a very, very obvious sell bias. So I'll already be looking at this today. If we sell off from here or from here, and then go lower. Yeah, looks 8 a.m. Yeah, I'm always talking in New York. Very weird. I'm always talking in New York. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, James. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is for German 40. Let's continue because there's more to be targeted today. So the USD pairs again, leaving them for what they are. Then let's go to AUD. AUD had rates in Asia as expected, so no crazy things here. My trade idea for this week was a long from the daily BISI, and we didn't get that. So let's see if there's also weekly BISI. This is an area where price likely will come back to. We are in a monthly consolidation, 4 hour. So in 2 hours from now, there could be a chance we could play this. So for New York session, there's a balanced price range on the 4 hour. I'll be open for this idea, so not for this session. We need to wait for the 4 hour candle close. And then basically it would be one of these two ideas. Based on how we play this. Same for GPUD, exactly the same scenario. Was anticipating this, but obviously we didn't. So that's fine. So we need to anticipate. But if there's such a big daily busy resting here, I have trouble longing this. But if a 4 hour structure support this as well, which it does, you can just play 2 bullets if you want. But I don't think it's the highest probability trade because there's daily busy just waiting to chill to get you out. But 4 hour structure looks nice. 4 hour order block, straight into it, displays away. So could be, could be. But that's something for New York later today. Then let's talk about CAT. And CAT is one of my favorites. Tomorrow we have CAT rates. So today could be choppy, could be. So we are in an interesting place right now. We are now in a daily bearish value gap. We also have another point of interest. That's a daily bullish value gap. Based on recent order flow, I think we can still continue to the upside. Wait, it was a weekly CB. That was my bad. Hold on. Weekly BC. Weekly BC on the daily. We have some daily CBs resting here. And we have, based on this structure, aggressive sells, aggressive buys. We confirmed this one. This is a breaker. So here we have an overlapping part between a breaker and a value gap unicorn. Why is this a breaker? You can do it from wick to wick, or you can do bodies. I like to do. I like to include the wick as well. Overlapping part. So this is a high probability long setup, a unicorn setup for potential longs. So I'll be looking for this for EuroCAD and similar scenario for GCAD. I want price to come back into the daily busy and then move higher. I must say I'm a little emotionally invested in this move. My inner circle knows I was in here, I think. I got stopped out somewhere. I think here in this wick I got stopped out at one point. And now it just goes up and up and up. That could be a nice like 20k trade. Obviously it didn't. But it's nice that buy is good. One for the record. So GCAT is on the list. Also just waiting. UCCAT, I don't like too much. And let's go to the JPY pairs. We are currently in a weekly bullish fair value gap, which in my opinion could set a low. But I'm just curious how the structure is going to form. Because in general, JPY is a weak currency. Get a monthly, down only. The reason I'm more bullish now on JPY, and that means shorting JPY pairs, has to do with this monthly bullish fair value gap. That is, looks like it's supporting price based on October and November. So we have a monthly BISI and a weekly BISI for this idea. So from that point, I'm like, okay, well, then it'd be interesting to look at longs for JPY. Could be something like this. Based on this project, I hope that price is gonna form a nice buy structure. For now, it doesn't. Let me take a look at how the JPY pairs look like. See if I can find a nice trade idea. Well, with the potential lower buys on DXY, this is actually one of my favorites. Shorting, use JPY, weekly order block for value gap towards here. Chat, Kiko says, I'm still in GCAT holding, saving my phase 2 account. That's incredible. I love that hold. Very impressive. Kind of jealous, but I'm very happy for you. So this, like big ranges, and I love that. Like as an ICT trader, we love big trending conditions, big ranges. So yeah, I'm still open for day for shorts. Doesn't look like shorts, of course. Short term, you see all those green candles. So short term, it looks bullish. Same here. 4-hour busy. Yeah, short term, it's very bullish. But all the JPY pairs are currently in the weekly CBs. And that is what I like. What intrigues me this week about JPY in general. Like the currency itself is in a weekly busy, and those are in weekly CBs. So when it aligns, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for my model to form. And if I'm wrong in this, and we just trade lower and lower and lower on JPY the whole week, then I'm probably not in the market and miss the move, which of course sucks. But hey, that's part of it. So all in all, it's gonna be a waiting session. And what I like to do in waiting sessions is reinforce some frameworks. So maybe it's good to take out your notepad, because we're gonna do some frameworking here. This is a framework I gave yesterday. How I play a Monday of CPI week. Think of the weekly open, high, low, close. Monday, like I know so many traders. Like I know a lot of traders, and no trader I know and I've heard of makes all of their money on Mondays. I don't know anyone. That means Mondays, like yesterday, be humble, few trades, know that the bulk of the candle, of the weekly candle, is gonna be traded after Monday. So as that, but with the same framework. Open, low, high, close. That's this Monday, Tuesday. And to trade London, London should be a very easy session to trade. How to trade London? You wait for higher time frame key levels to be hit. That's always your starting point. Just like I mentioned earlier this stream on YM, on the YM trade, here on the 4-hour, you wait for a higher time frame array. Yesterday was a 4-hour array to be hit. Higher time frame, I would say, is daily, weekly, monthly. You can also expand. I like 4-hour structures as well to be added here. Just have a good hit rate with them. So if this is your starting point, if you now go back to what I told you like a few minutes ago, like this is probably gonna be a waiting session for me. It has to do with this exact starting point of your London session. Because I'm just waiting for higher time for key levels to be hit. If they're not hit, I'm out. I'm sitting on my hands. So let's say, for example, here on the DAX, we made a little idea from the 1 hour. 1 hour idea. Is that not hit? Well, then I'm probably not trading. Perfectly fine. For the EuroCAD, if that daily array is not hit, or GCAD, if the daily bullish record is not hit, I'm not trading. If then statements. If a higher time frame key level is hit, then I take a trade. It doesn't, I'm just chilling and preserve my capital for New York. Because maybe in New York, this is also for New York, right? This starting point. Wait for your higher time frame key levels to be hit. Maybe you see this very small in the top corner. If you're not trading from a higher time frame array, you're gambling. So please let this be always your North Star, your starting point. And I want to give a nuance here. And it's the following. If there are multiple higher time frame arrays, or you have both bullish and bearish high time frame arrays in the same area, is that nice to trade? Question mark. I would say no. If I see, for example, I noticed that during EuroCAD analysis, we have a weekly SIBI and a daily BISI. I don't like that too much, because a weekly SIBI can just push price lower. Like here on GCAD, we don't have that. I like that more. And if we push higher on GCAD, I'm going a little off script here, but if we go, let's say, immediately towards this high, I'm gonna play shorts from here. So then I'm just gonna play this. Why? A higher time frame key level is hit, a old high, a monthly high, October high, and then we can just play shorts to the rebalancing here. Pretty nice idea. All based on a higher time frame key level. So again, at 19 people here, I only see 9 likes, so make sure you press the like button. But also take out your notepad. Very important here. Because with this framework, it's so easy to win in London, or maybe the other side, to not lose a lot, or to not mess up. I think that's the most important one, to not mess up London sessions. What happens to most traders, and I am still guilty of this sometimes, is let's say this is your higher time frame key level. We're going to do a long example. This happens in London. The key level. This low is around 3 a.m. Very nice London low, and you're like, hey, break of structure. This is it. Let's do it. So you take a trade. Let's say right here. And there's a nice, easy drawn liquidity here. Let's say this is this dummy trade. So 1, 3. And you're like, nice, nice. So what you do, you shoot your risk for the day. I don't care what your risk management is here, but you shoot your risk for the day. And you're like, hey, this is what I want to see in the charts. And what happens then? Price supports the structure, goes up, and you're like, I'm on top of the world. And then it starts to decline. And here is then, let's say here is 7 a.m. This is 3 a.m. This is like the average roller coaster of a messed up London session. So this low is 7 a.m. And so then you see this happening. You see, okay, turtle soup. This is probably gonna hold, and then like, hey, same charge happening again. Let me shoot my final or my second bullet. My why does it do this? So do it again. 1, 3, stop below this low, should be protected. You're like, hey, let's do it. Price goes, and now we are at the open right now. Then happens is the following. You're like, hey, I'm on top of the world. Until you're not. Goes to the higher time key level. In the meantime, it created liquidity up here. Fill your swings. You were out of the market 2 times because you were impatient. And then it goes. What I just drawn out is what blows account before the real move, or invites FOMO, or invites revenge trading. Because you're already out 2 times. And when you see this move happening, first of all, it sucks. But then what most traders do is, let's say this on a USD pair, they just go randomly looking at other pairs to try to find that dopamine hit, what will fix this FOMO struggle. Or they're going to chase the market in this bump. On a FOMO trade, this one. And instead of this happening, what happens is very, very good, but little turtle soup gets sold out again. And they blow their account. So to avoid this, use your starting point. Be very religious with your starting point. If the higher time for key level is not hit yet, wait. Just wait. And maybe the question is, wait until when? Wait until the next kill zone, next session. Because you know, in London and New York, you will see that volatility. You will see the price move. If it doesn't move, well, your idea is probably not good enough. A nice reversal structure. Yeah, for sure. This is, if I see this, let me remove the mockups. If I see this happening at the open around 9:30ish, 10 a.m. Oh boy, like I'm gonna be like a hungry dog waiting here in a key level, waiting for the structure. Because this is what you want to see. Like you want to see a liquidity sweep, probably from a session, that would be nice, into a key level, then aggressive sells, aggressive buys. What do you want to target? You want to target low resistance liquidity, what was created early in the day. You have high resistance structure defending your position, and you have a clear drawn liquidity. Most easy is when there's also a news driver, let's say on 10 a.m. or 8:30. Like You can also say that this is 9:30, but you will know that this can happen in the kill zone. So, how to trade London? Let me first take a screenshot of this. I'm probably gonna just cut this stream and make a little video of it because it's a very important and also easy framework. A little FOMO in the Telegram. Okay, starting points. In the meantime, before I go to the second point, let me go do a little quick glance at the market because I don't want to miss trades. So my main watch is the DAX here, the 1 hour CB. Oh, there's also a 4 hour CB here. Shouldn't be ignored. Yeah, but it's not very nice structure yet. Okay. Nasdaq does nothing. Cool. AUD, we're gonna wait for New York session because the 4 hour candles. If it just goes to the drawn liquidity, that's the high up here, then I'm gonna take New York shorts probably. Try to catch a little retracement short. Get nothing. JPY price going up. Okay. JPY, I'm interested in what we do today. Because if we just displace from here, could go to the lows here. But I'm a neutral net. Okay. So nothing yet. Then we go back to our framework. GBP JPY had a beautiful run yesterday. Yes, yeah, I saw you took longs there. Beautiful, beautiful. I was more short biased based on the weekly weekly busy. But that's very nice. Like I missed it personally, so that's bad on my side. So well done. Saw your trade, well done. Thank you, Kiko. You can alert on the DEX. Yeah, we'll. What about my London bread and butter? How do you trade the DEX? As I can't find it on GAR 30 or 40. I think on some brokers it's called GAR 30, GAR 40, or DEX. You put in this in your MetaTrader or your broker. You should find it. My London bread and butter plan is actually what I'm now explaining. It's more in depth in the Inner Circle recordings and teachings. But it's the basic framework. So, you mean DXY? How to trade? There are not many brokers who allow you to trade DXY. So how you trade DXY is inversing it with the USD crosses. Of course, if you trade USD CAD or USJPY, it's the same bias, same direction because it's USD here. Okay. So higher time frame array. Then use time in combination with price. So when highs and lows are formed in a kill zone, let's say right now. So now we are at 3 time of recording here is 3:12 a.m. EST. Could be a nice time to set a higher low to start the structure. Same in New York session, 8:30, 9:30, 10 in the kill zone. Would be nice. Most of the time you see highs and lows being created around 9 in the 9 a.m. candle. Why is that? It's because it's the open, New York open. Third part That's where I want to conclude this part, is Asia expansion or consolidation. So in London, like Asia expansion, Asia consolidation profiles are not the most advanced stuff what IST offers. But I like to keep my trading really simple. Asia expansion. So let me again, key level, Asia expansion. When Asia already hit the level, when Asia already hit the key level, expands. That's why it's called Asia expansion. And London is the retracement play. Then go higher. The expansion. And the Asia consolidation. Well, not gonna surprise you. Consolidates. Then London trades to the higher time key level. Then expands. This is the classic Judas swing. This is what everyone knows. But also Asia can also already set a low. You will see the Asia expansion profile more in Asia pairs, APY, AUD. So these are the two, you could call them templates, what I look for when I'm trading London. And there are nuances to this, but this is the basic of the framework. And if you use this, just this, 3 rules, wait for a higher time for key level to be hit, then a lower high should be made in a key level in a good time. So kill zone, highs and lows. And then just look for Asia expansion or Asia consolidation. So if you don't like the Asia expansion, I in general don't like Asia lows. So I mostly just trade Asia consolidation. It's easier. And then you go from there. So get a framework here. The how to not fuck up a trading day template. It's like don't shoot all your ammunition in London. The same can happen, by the way. This happened on Nasdaq a lot. Then this is like the AM session, and then the PM session does this. So PM goes to key level and then goes to draw liquidity. This when, let's say, the Fed Chair Powell is speaking in the afternoon, or that's an afternoon event. You'll see this happening. This is a PM session trap as well. Okay, to come back, so this is when not to fuck up London. This is how you very easily can trade London, and also how very easy to not trade London. I really like the London bread and butter as it's most suitable for my working schedule. Fine, perfect. So then I definitely use this in also Stark in combination with the inner circle teachings, where I go more in depth on this. London is nice for unicorn and breaker models, and higher time order blocks usually have a drawn liquidity just before London open. Yeah, yeah, Peter, you were very good in London session. Very nice to see. The DAX is so close to the 1 hour value gap. Let me check. Yeah, but keep in, like, I would definitely be very patient on the DAX. It's okay to take your trade lower up the range because we're in daily busy. So I agree, it doesn't need to hold. not good enough yet. So at this time of day, I like to look at JPY. So it's 3-ish. See if we can create some SMTs. For example, my eyes are now going, and this is all the starting points. GBP JPY did not take the high. Euro JPY did. So if you now sell off, there's an SMT in there. Use JPY. Get JPY, also SMT. JPY itself did not take the low yet. So if we now form a buy structure, could be interesting. If we don't, well, I'm waiting. What should be a good kill zone for gold and silver? Um, I'm not the best gold and silver trader, so what I'm about to say, I'm not like the authority on gold trading. Put this yesterday in my gold thing because I just don't want to trade this. Still don't want to trade it, to be honest. Maybe from this 4-hour saving, I'm gonna look at the price, but I just don't like this. But to come back to your question, what would be the best kill zone? Gold moves in all kill zones. So Asia right here. Asia. Asia. A lot of Asia. London. Asia. So gold moves in all kill zones. So and lots of highs and lows are set in Asia. But I don't trade gold and silver too much. And the reason for that is I just have a lower hit rate on them. And you have that with some asset classes, that your trading style or some of the things, your trade identity, like what you like to see in the market, just doesn't resonate with a certain pair over time. And it's of course very mental. It's a mental thing. Um, I have that with gold. There's just something with me and gold that doesn't click. And I decided early in my trading journey, I was like, hey, I can make more money short term by just removing gold, not trading too much. So I only trade gold when it's very clear on the higher time frame. IC calls gold an event-driven market. Well, it is. It's more fundamental based, just like Bitcoin. So for like gold deep dives, I think I'm not the best person to ask, to be honest. K Krita. I would love to give you some cool answers, but I will be lying. Stay away from Nasdaq here. We had 2 large range sessions yesterday. Okay, with a aggressive buys, aggressive sells during London. We made a London or New York retracement and continuation. this is definitely something of interest for today. Why? Look at the time. This is a Thursday open, 6 p.m. Low. That's definitely a target. So it would be actually very nice if you're just gonna do this for the rest of the London session until New York. Just staircasing up and up and up, and then we can just take a very easy short. Remember if-then statements. If this happens, oh boy, we're gonna use this. But for now, I'm neutral. German 40. It's nice, right? If you have your key levels marked out, how chill is trading right now? There is no anxiety, hopefully. There is just, you know what you want to see. And if it isn't there, then you don't trade. So I am actually good for the session. I don't have too much to share. So let's do the last few minutes to do some Q&A. You guys have some questions about training London or maybe some pairs you would like me to look at. And then we're gonna call it a day. Or day. call it a session. Asia lost their gold. Yeah, they do, yeah. Also gold respects break order blocks more than any other assets. Yeah, gold moves pretty interesting. When it's trending, now it's in a very ugly consolidation. And what I also notice at gold is that they love their turtle soups. They just hunt for liquidity and then just go the other way. You backtest gold on turtle soups or purchase, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's insane. You'll be surprised. So let me know, guys, if you have any questions. We're gonna resume this on Thursday. So there are 3 YouTube streams per week. On Monday, New York. Tuesday and Thursday on London. Of course, weekly outlook on Monday as well on YouTube. 2025 mentorship is also launching soon. And I started recording some shorts as well. So there will be also more shorts posted here on the channel. Hope you guys are enjoying those as well in the coming weeks. What is DXY in Euro US dollar direction? Well, if you look at the higher time frame, then EG, it's harder to say. I would say higher time frame, we can go lower for DXY, but it's not clear. And we have CPI tomorrow, so I don't even look at DXY and the Euro US dollar for now. I'm still struggling on my drawdown. Too hard to recover my initial. Well, if you draw down, like take a step back, maybe look at your trades, look at patterns that you should remove from your trading. Avoid chasing your losses. It's not like I need to make my whole drawdown back in one trade. Maybe break it down. Keep yourself 1 or 2 months. I'm not sure if it's on your prop firm or your personal account. If it's personal account, give yourself some time because personal accounts cannot be recovered. Prop firm accounts, you can be more loose because it's you just like if I would need to choose between a prop firm account and a personal account losing, of course, every single day of the week, I would lose a prop firm account. Because the only risk I had was time and my challenge fee. And personal account is just more heartbreaking. So if you have a drawdown on your personal account, take it easy. If you have a drawdown on your prop firm account, still take it easy. But it's more forgiving. 2025 mentorship, what's waiting for us? I'm gonna record a video, what is in it for you. um, later this week. Also, we'll post it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be basically from beginner to advanced in say well maybe 15 weeks. I think Ice-T is also going to do a 2025 mentorship. Probably gonna be following that as well. So we're gonna start this new year with a banger. Lots of content, lots of value. So everyone can make money. All right, guys. Cool. That's it for now. If you like the London stream, press the like button. If you didn't subscribe yet, recommend it. There's lots of interesting stuff going on. And build your account today. Make money today. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.